Well, the win streak comes to an end for the Blue Jays, and it's at 3 games. I told you guys I'd be doing this video much later than usual, just for the fact that I have my own games to play tonight. So I didn't get a chance to watch basically a lick of this game. And you know what? Kind of glad. They lose 7-0 to the Baltimore Orioles. And you knew after the O's, only scored 3 yesterday. You knew the offense would come through, but it came through in a big way in the 8th inning. Bottom of the 3rd, the scoring got started by whom? Ryan Mountcastle. Of course it would. An RBI single scoring Gunnar Henderson, giving them a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 5th inning, Anthony Santander hits a solo shot of Kevin Gausman, and it is 2-0. But Gausman gave you 6 innings of 2-run ball. He gave your team a chance to win, and that's all you asked for. Bottom of the 8th inning, off of Trevor Richards, Anthony Santander goes deep. Ryan Mountcastle then scores on a wild pitch. What else we got here? On a sac fly from Cedric Mullins, Ryan O'Hearn comes in to score. Adley Rutschman with an RBI single. Jordan Westbrook comes in to score. They tack on 5 in the 8th inning, and they beat the Jays 7-0. The Jays had 5 hits all game long, all singles. You're never going to win a game that way. And it's been the story of the year. The inconsistency of the offense. Now, sure, you got to give credit where credit is due. You Baltimore, their pitching staff is better than what a lot of people, made them out to be. Their bullpen was great today. Webb, Cano, and Fujinami, like we talked about it the last time Fujinami pitched against the Blue Jays, he can either be outstanding because his stuff is great, or he can be downright pitiful. Today he was great, albeit he came in a 7-0 game, but he struck out the side. I got nothing else to say about the Jays offense, guys. As much as I told you, I didn't watch a look at the game. When I look at the box score and I see 1 first across the board and every single one was a single, and you had 2 on in the 1st inning. I believe, was it Bow and Belt both got hits in the 1st inning, and they couldn't come in to score, let alone you had 3 hits the rest of the ball game. You're not going to win that way. And we've talked about it all year long, but it's gotten to a point where it is what it is. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is supposed to be the guy. He's the X factor for this team. He gets hot. This team will get hot. But he hasn't all year long. And the numbers now for Vladdy, he's hitting .268 with a .345 OBP. Going into play today, had a .782 OPS, which, look, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. But you want a guy to take charge and lead the team. Your best players. What is Julio Rodriguez doing with the Seattle Mariners right now? Leading his team. Let me quickly see if I can pull up Julio Rodriguez, his stats recently, because it'll show you what happens when your best player plays well. And Jays fans have been waiting this year for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to take effect. We've been waiting for him to take that next step this year, or to get hot at any point. But it hasn't happened. You look at Julio Rodriguez over his last month, shall we? Over the last 28 days, he's hitting .398 with a .430 OBP and OPS over 1,000. He's leading his team into the playoffs right now. Whereas Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just isn't. He just isn't. Now, sure, you'd like to see a guy like Bo Bichette take strides, and for him to take... dude just came back from an injury, and since he's been back, the Blue Jays offense has looked better. But again, it's just not good enough. Gausman gave your team a chance to win, as per usual. Yet he picks up the loss. Kevin Gausman's numbers on the year, he has an ERA of .323. Outstanding. His record is 9-8. He's one of the lowest run supports in all of baseball, and it was in full. He was on full display this evening. I got nothing else to say about this game. What else can you say? 5 hits, 9 strikeouts, didn't walk at all. No stolen bases. Genesis Cabrera threw a clean inning of work, had a strikeout. Bowden Francis got 1 guy out. Richards went 2/3 of an inning on 5 hits, 5 runs, all were earned. A really bad outing for Trevor Richards. The offense, what else can you say? They weren't good. On to tomorrow. The finale of this series against Baltimore. Jose Barrios and Kyle Gibson is the pitching matchup. So with Jack Flaherty not being pitched today, you thought maybe he'd get pushed back to tomorrow. Evidently, that is not the case. Kyle Gibson gets the ball in the area of .497. And when was the last time he faced the Blue Jays? He went 6 innings of 1-run ball. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But Jose Barrios gets the ball against the Orioles. And historically, he has pretty good numbers against the O's. But again, historically, before the past, year and a half, the Orioles haven't been garbage. They were awful before that for years. So the numbers are going to look great for Jose Barrios. How is it against this team? We shall see. 7:05 first pitch at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. The last game before the Blue Jays start this stretch of a favorable schedule. You got Guardians, Nationals, Rockies, A's, Royals. And that's in order, I believe. Or something similar to that. Find a way to win tomorrow. Win a series on the road at Camden Yards. Look, you got some luck on the scoreboard today as well, right? The Boston Red Sox beat the Astros 7-5. The Rays, they won in walk-off fashion. Great. But the Seattle Mariners lost today. You didn't lose any ground on those teams. So you got lucky. But find a way tomorrow to win the game and win the series, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. A little bit of a mini video because, one, I'm tired. I got a headache. Didn't watch the game. The offense stunk. What else is new? You got to move on to tomorrow. Barrios-Gibson is the pitching matchup. And for Jose Barrios, you need him to be good. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not this game today, but if you're an O's fan and you love the game today, smack the like button as well. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So, follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And by the way, one thing I forgot to mention, 3 errors for the Blue Jays today. Just got to put that in there. Not great. The defense last 2 days hasn't been very good. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But Jose Barrios, Kyle Gibson, 7:05 first pitch at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not this game today. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.